Hey yo, what's going on? It's Jacked. So yeah, Zenless Zone Zero dropped, and everyone was hyped, man. It's Hoyoverse. They released, probably the best gotchas the past, couple years. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, like on the revenue charts, they're like neck and neck. They're always 1-2. So everyone's hyped. Zenless Zone Zero, they're like, all right, here comes the next one. So I played it. I'm probably about like 10 hours in. I've fought like bosses. I've done like most of the main story. I thought I'd give my thoughts on it. So we're gonna go over here to the handy dandy Microsoft Paint review chart. I'm gonna go over the pros, cons, and the neutrals. So we'll start with pros. We go left to right. Pros. Whoops. Let's get the underline away. Animations. Animations are beautiful, as expected of a Hoyoverse game. All look good. The ultimates look great. When you draw the characters, when the loading screen goes in, they all have like their little flick the hair, like Ellen rolls her eyes. Fucking Billy loads his guns. Like the animations are all beautiful. Just the small animations and like cutscenes too. It's all so good. Props to the animation team, very well done. We got the voice acting. Oops. Voice acting. Once again, they hired great voice actors. I played dub. The dub I've had no issue with. All the voices have been really good. I've seen videos of the sub for like Japanese at least, and it's all pretty high level Japanese voice actors, so that's good as well. I know they have like a what's her face, like Freerin. I know she's like a popular show. She's voicing the one chick with white hair. I can't even, Ambi, that's her name. So yeah, they got top of the top over there. Music is a banger, dude. It's another team that just never fails. The music is incredible. Like, it's jazzy. It's like they got guitar. They got fucking like synth. They got everything. Techno. It's just the music's so good. It fits perfectly in like this style of game. And I like listening to the OSTs. It's very good, very well done. Then we got character design. So the character design's good. I mean, you can just look here, we got Ellen, like the shark girl. That's very cool and unique. Got the officer girl, I think her name's like Ji Yuan or something. Nicole. I don't really like Wise's design, but I like Belle's. Belle's is good. And then they got the wolf dude. I'm not a huge fan of the wolf dude, but I know he's got a huge following, so his design must be good. So yeah, these are the pros that I had for it. Very good presentation, very good music, which is what drew a lot of people in. But we're going to get to the neutral. And the neutral I have here is the story. I mean, gacha games, I don't expect to have like a great story, but this one, it just feels like we've kind of gone nowhere so far. It's just been a main focus on like Nicole and her group right now. And, they just go in, out, doing missions to, what's it called, like the Ether, I think it's called. And yeah, there hasn't been much progress. It's like they go in, reach out to these guys to like hack them, then they get completed, then they come back out. I mean, there's a little bit of the story, I think, that with like the Neko girl that was kind of good. But then even then, that like at the end of the day, nothing like ended up happening really. So the story hasn't been great. I am on like the next part where I'm in like a military compound and there's like a new story, so maybe that'll get better. Like I said, I'm only 10 hours in, I haven't beaten the entire story yet, so that's why it's in neutral. It can improve. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll come back and revise it. And then the world. And this kind of is the same thing with the story, is you're confined into like the video shop, you're confined into like 6th Street, I think it's called, where you just have like a little street section where you go down and go like right or left, and that's it. So you're kind of limited. It's not like open world like these new games. And even like Honkai Star Rail, which isn't open world, has like enough world like levels to make it seem like it's big. You know what I mean? Like one planet in Honkai Star Rail has like 10 different areas you can go that you can like run around in. It's like a hallway, but you can still, see different areas. And every area just kind of feels like the same, It's just like, a street with like concrete walls. But I haven't unlocked everything, so it could get better. That's why it's neutral. Finally, we get to the cons, and the cons, they're big cons. Combat. Combat is not good, man. I tried to like it. Like I said, the animations are good. It's flashy, but in the combat, like, you just auto attack. You auto attack to fill like your meter, and then you get like an empowered. I play on controller. It's Y, which is like your special move. And then after like a while, like, and I mean a while, you get your ultimate, which the ultimates do a lot of damage, but you really only use it like once per fight, and you can only use it on one character. You can't like rotate like you can in Wuthering Waves or like, you know, Honkai or Genshin. You can only use one for one character. And the combat, the main thing with combat is the parry system. So like enemies will flash. That means you hit the parry button. You parry, and then you switch characters. Then after they do their thing, you switch again. You pretty much get like 3 switches and to do massive damage. And then you can just sit and wait. Like, you can auto attack, but auto attacking just chips like this little bit of damage. It does like nothing almost. It feels like useless. And I have Ellen, dude. I have motherfucking Ellen, the shark girl right here. She's top tier according to the tier list. And her auto attack, and she's like leveled up all of her talents and weapons, whatnot. Her auto attacks still do nothing. And like even her special ability, where she runs around and like scissors them with her ice like scissors, like she still doesn't do damage. You have to wait for the parry window. And sometimes enemies just stand there and they're just like. So you're like auto attacking, doing nothing, and then like the enemy finally will do a move you can parry after, you know, like 15 seconds, and then you like kill them in one hit. Which, like I said, the animations look good when you're doing it, but the actual like practice of doing the fight it's not good, man. Which is kind of disappointing. You know, maybe new characters will release and it'll get better, but we'll have to see. Another big one I know is the TVs. The TVs are dumb. They're so bad. So you go on missions where you go into a TV. It's like almost like a dungeon where you're like you're this dude, whatever. I forget what they're called, like Bellbogs. But yeah, you move on TVs. You can collect like coins. You can collect, you know, like treasure, and then you can go into combat. The thing that's so annoying about these is the guy, one, doesn't shut up. So you're like moving, and it's like, oh, Bell, make sure you push the thing on the button, and make sure you do that. And oh yeah, by the way, you know, the enemies, they're coming after you, and you gotta hit this, and then we gotta escape. And it's like, dude, just shut up, just let me get to the combat. So it's like 4 minutes of like, you're just talking and like moving around on the TVs, and then they have to explain like what you're doing on the TVs, like, oh, you unlocked the door, you broke the wall down. And then finally you get to a fight, which goes into like my next point too, is loading screens. So you go into a fight, loading screen, fucking the area loads, you get into another loading screen, which at least like the character has an animation where they're like, you know, like I said, like Billy's loading his guns or something, or Ellen's rolling her eyes, but that's still a loading screen. And then finally you get to fight. And then guess what? You fight, you're kicked back to another loading screen, and you go back to the TVs. And guess what? When you go back to like combat, you go to the loading screen. It's like a loop, dude. You go to the combat, which isn't good. And then you go to a loading screen. And then you go to the TVs, which suck too. So you gotta wait 4 minutes traveling the TVs, doing the puzzle. And then you go to the combat, into the loading screen, which is not good. Like, it's a bad loop. It's a bad loop right now. Like, I don't even look forward to the combat sometimes. It's just like, I just want to get this over with. Like, the stupid TV part over with. So, the loop's not good right now, man. Which, it's kind of disappointing. So, while Pros does have more, this is kind of like, you know, the small part of the game, but the neutral and the cons is like the big core gameplay, which is why I really don't think it's that good right now. If I had to put it out of 10, I'm giving it a 5.5. You know, they're gonna have to rework the combat and this whole TV thing, and then maybe I'll try it. I think I've spent 99 cents on this game. I'm not spending $1 more. I was lucky enough to get Ellen on the third draw, so that's why I kind of was excited to play, because I do like her design. But yeah, I don't think it's good. I think maybe if you play on your phone, might be solid, but as like a standalone game, it doesn't even, like, it's like Honkai, Genshin, Wuthering Waves, and then Zenless is like, way down here. It reminds me of like a more classic mobile game, like from years ago. So it's not up to par as the new standards. But yeah, that's my review on it. Let me know what you guys think, if you like it or not, and That's all I got. Take it easy.